So I'll just go out and say it. Like going to sleep is sometimes like the most boring thing of all time. It's not very fun, like just like by itself. Like just especially when I lay in bed and literally an hour goes by and I'm still not asleep. That happened 2 nights ago. Was I laid down, put on a podcast, and I was just kind of listening to that scripture podcast, and it had been an hour. And I was like, well, this is a great podcast, but why in the world am I not asleep yet? So that was frustrating. And then 2 days ago, I started playing some video games and then I played way too long, which I don't like have any fault of. It's just interesting. It's curious. It's like, wow, I was able to play this game for like 6 hours straight. That's pretty crazy. I got very intensely focused on the feedback loop and I didn't care about sleep. So it's like, how do I make my life like this? How do I make my day to day work like this? How do I do different things and yeah, how do I do this better? Why did this happen? Those are very useful questions to ask. And it's interesting because when you spend an entire night like playing video games, like you kind of are like you're not in this like great feel, right? Like I was supposed to work today for my friend's startup and I didn't do that. I woke up today at 3 p.m., which is like, oh no, this isn't, well, actually, was it 3 p.m.? I don't know. See, like you lose track of time. It's like, what's going on, man? But the beautiful thing was I was going to go to a friend's house and play some games. So we played some games, watched Emperor's New Groove while playing some Settlers of Catan and then a little bit of Lord of the Rings. And I told myself before I left, I'm going to do 75 hard again. I'm going to do 75 hard again. So I drank almost half a gallon of water before I went over there. And there was like just that immediate was like momentum, starting to feel that movement. And my friend got a bunch of pizza and these like, I don't even know, like these cheesy bacon things from Domino's. And I was like, and Sprite too. And so it's like, I got to make a decision here. And I was like, well, it's not end all or be all. Sometimes I make it all or nothing. It's not all or nothing. I could have some food. I did just say I was about to do 75 hard, but it's it's okay. It's not the end of the world if I have pizza. I also didn't really have very much for dinner. And so after like kind of being back and forth, I kind of decided to have some pizza. I ended up having like I don't know, probably 4 or 5 pieces of pizza and probably half of that bacon thingy, whatever that thing was, that had the jalapenos in it, and it was good. And I had two cans of Sprite. So yeah, because that stuff is like loaded with stuff that gets your brain wanting to have more of it. And I have ADHD, which means I don't get as much dopamine as other people and stuff. Anyway, we fast forward. So I got home around like 9 o'clock from that, which was good. And then 10:30, I was on YouTube watching just like videos about motivation, which was dumb. Why would I do that? And also my YouTube channel is like growing, so that's fun. When it's like growing in the background, it's kind of like you're asleep chilling and there's somebody still working hard for the algorithm. It's like, hey man, I'm working hard for you. It's like hitting with the hammer. It's like I'm bringing in all these new viewers. It's like, okay, that's cool, that's dope. And yeah, so it's this interesting in between. I just kind of had this thought. It's like this is a decisive moment. And I also have been running a time mile every day of 2025, but I missed a couple days. And I realized if I did 4 time miles today, then I'd catch up. And I realized that at like almost 11. And so, yeah, then I saw there's this video that talked about like, I don't know, all these different things were like hitting. And I just realized like, I just got to go. And there's that Rocky scene. It's like, there is no tomorrow. Because I was literally saying that exact same thing. It's like, I'll just wake up super early tomorrow and I'll hit it hard. And then I'll do these calls. And it'll just be great. Because I was trying to like psych myself up. I'm like, what do I need to do to like make this like the best like night of my life, to like make the rest of this better? How do I do better, you know? And end of the day, yeah, I ended up going and hitting the pavement outside. It was cold. It was freezing. But it was good. I mean, it's like 20 degrees outside, but after 10 minutes of running in that, I was pretty warm and it was okay. I have some pretty good winter gear for running. And yeah, it was good. I did the 4 time miles. I think the fastest one was like a little over 9 minutes.